Hello, everyone. Welcome to No Drama, Just Movies, and we are back with our Oscars 2026 reaction and review. My name is Cameron Kelly Smith. I'm joined by my esteemed colleague here.
I'm Phil Corwin.
Oh, that's right. And of course, the Oscars, the 2026 Academy Awards were last night. We're here to give our thoughts because we've got some thoughts, all right. We
Oh, there's some
definitely have some
thoughts.
thoughts. And I just want to go straight off the bat with saying
Yeah.
this. What happened, man? What happened with Marty Supreme? What happened? What happened indeed? What happened? What happened? I
The
mean,
worst. Yeah. I didn't like it. It should have gotten at least one of the bigger ones. At least I think for Timmy, he would have deserved one more than other people. Um, I know Michael B. Jordan had like a dual role, so I guess they kind of gave it to him for that. Like playing two characters that are different, more or less different. It's tricky, and yeah, you want to reward that. But Timmy like carried that film from beginning to end. I thought his performance was just a driving through this thing, and it's just yeah. But I think I've heard people say like it's hard to vote for a character that is so unlikable, and maybe that hurt his chances a little bit. I don't think it was the ballet or
opera.
the ballet opera comment,
Yeah.
because the votes would have already been cast for that. But
Mm.
yeah, that one upset me quite a bit. The other one was the adapted screenplay. No, the original screenplay. So no, adapted screenplay. What am I saying? Which I don't know. I would have given to Hamlet, maybe, because I think like because I'm reading the novel right now as well, and like just the changes they made for the screenplay, absolutely like much better. I think
Mm.
improve on the novel. Uh,
I mean, look, I think going back to the Marty Supreme thing, right? Because Marty
yes.
Supreme clearly last night shit the bed, right? He shit the bed, right? But I mean, in all fairness, because we was having a chat about this like during the show, because I know that you was hopeful that that would win Best Picture. Obviously, I think on the lead up to the Oscars, it became clear that Marty Supreme wasn't going to win Best Picture. However, the one that obviously at one point felt like a lock, that we even talked about on this channel, was obviously Timmy C, good old Timothee Chalamet, taking home Best Actor. And look, like I didn't enjoy Marty Supreme as much as you. I think I'm one of those
Yeah.
people where I felt that Marty Supreme, for me, I liked it, but I didn't love it, right? Was Timothy Chalamet's performance great? Yes. Do I find Michael B. Jordan's performance to be, dare I say, a bit more charismatic, a bit more energetic, a bit more fun? Yes. But I think that lends to the type of movie that it is, right?
Yes.
And I
Yeah.
think that then lends to a bigger topic of discussion, which obviously we were also having during watching while watching the show, which is like it is you can't say what people are voting for, right? You can't say what is going through people's heads
Nope.
when they cast their ballot, right? Are they voting because this performance touched them in a certain way, or is there adding things onto that? Are they voting for people because they said, you know what, this guy deserves it, or this guy, what he means to whatever is going on right now, as a result, he deserves it from that way? Or are you voting, or is it a mixture of things, right? Because for me, I thought that Timothy Chalamet was gonna win Best Actor, but when Michael B. Jordan did win it, right? I think he was deserving of winning it. I did think his performance was great, and that moment for me of him winning Best Actor, like that was for me the moment of the show, like the moment of the show, because you felt that auditorium was buzzing, like they
Mm.
were
Yeah.
buzzing. It was like energy and feeling that you could feel it coming through the TV, literally, to see this actor who is, well, he's not young anymore. Well, he's kind of young, but he's nearly 40 years old, you know, who has gone through this journey, this young black kid from, I think, Newark, New Jersey, right, who is now Best Actor, and obviously he
Mm.
referenced some of the, the black greats, in his speech, which was amazing to see. And I can't lie, I was happy with it, right? And I think for me, that's the thing why it's interesting. Like, how would you cast your vote? Because I think if I was going to cast my vote, part of me goes, hmm, I like Sinners more than Marty Supreme, right? Michael B. Jordan's performance as what Smoke and Stack, right? It's Smoke and Stack, I
Yeah,
believe, right? As
yeah,
the twins. That to me felt more. That kind of felt more energetic and entertaining to me than Timothy Chalamet's performance as Marty Supreme. But does that mean that it was better? And I think that's why it's hard. I think it is
yeah.
hard. You know.
It's this question of like what makes a good performance. Like, is it because a lot of the Oscars I feel are going, or acting Oscars are going to the ones who act the hardest. You know, you got the I'm crying, I'm shouting really loud, and those kind of performances. But then you also got performances where they're quiet, but they make you believe every single word they're saying. Yeah, it's hard, I
Look,
guess.
I mean, Timmy sees time will come, right? It will come.
Yes, there's still June this year, I guess.
Yeah,
So next year's, and that probably is going to get a couple more, a bit more love since it's the third one, and Denis
yeah,
Villeneuve's last one. So hopefully, if we look at like Lord of the Rings or something, which would got a lot for like the third one, the Academy Awards, the whole trilogy sometimes. So hopefully Timmy will get something soon enough. But
yeah.
like the choices he makes, yeah, he'll have other chances.
Yeah, and dare I say, like, I think that there is a more defining performance to come that will really just make you go, the Oscars his. Like, as I said, Marty Supreme for me, great performance, yeah. But I think there's
It's the
another
character.
one coming. There's a
Yeah.
character coming, and it's inevitable, right? There's a character coming that is gonna be. I think that he has a better, even better performance coming. It's clear. I think it's clear.
Mm.
But I mean, that kind of then leads. So obviously, we're kind of jumping around here, but you know, this is how we do it here.
That's cool.
But obviously, you know, it was a good night for Sinners. Obviously, Kugler winning, you know, original screenplay, which I thought was beautiful. I
No,
thought it was beautiful. I thought it
this
was
film, it
deserved.
is not like it's a good film and I enjoyed it, but the ending just falls apart. It's not a completely well written film. And I don't think there are better ones. There were better ones in there, like in the category Marty Supreme, Sentimental Value. Sentimental Value was actually
Yeah.
really good.
Mm.
I thought maybe it might have had a chance because it deals very much with like a heavy topic, like a mental health topic, which the Academy sometimes loves, but also like about how important film and movies are. Like it celebrates the strength, the power of cinema to bring that out, to let people talk about this kind of stuff. So maybe a little bit better than the Sinners one.
Do you know what it is though about Sinners? Sinners has clearly had a really impactful, lasting impression on people,
Mm.
right? And I think that in a world where at times I think people are looking for something different, people are looking for something unique, I think it's undeniable that you watch Sinners and when you see this movie on screen, based on other things that you're seeing, when you see this black artist just go balls to the walls and just you see this vision from him coming out on screen, I think it's just really made an impact on people. And I was happy to see him win it, man. Like I really
Mm.
enjoyed Sinners. I thought Sinners should have won Best Picture, and I did
All of it.
think it was going to. But obviously, once you know Paul Thomas Anderson obviously won Best
Mm.
Director, I should have remembered that. That's kind of like the sign,
Kind
right?
of go
When
together.
that they go together. And I'm not mad at like one battle after another winning Best Picture, but once again, like obviously as we've discussed, movies are subjective, right? Did I watch one battle after another and go, "Oh my God, this is Best Picture"? No. Did I watch one battle after another and go, "Damn, I really enjoyed that"? Yes.
Hmm.
You, I know, wasn't even really a fan of
I
it, right?
wasn't a fan. No,
Yeah.
but yeah, you're right. It's subjective, but yes.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously, shout out to one battle after another. Shout out to Sinners. I mean, yeah. Any other? What's your other takeaways from the show?
A couple of people have already like commented on like the jokes not landing as much, which was a bit painful. I think.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I feel like some of the stuff went on a little bit too long. Some of the bits, some of the skits. I don't know the thing that was a little bit weird. that was a little bit weird for me was the in memoriam and just singling out these three people.
Mm,
Well, I'm like, okay, first of all, it made the whole thing longer, but my bigger problem was like, why are you singling out these three people?
mm.
There's more people that died, and they maybe also deserve like the same kind of amount of respect. You're kind of saying like, no, no, all these people died, but these are the ones that we actually care about. I don't know whose choice that was. If the people
Yeah.
who actually spoke out, like went to the academy and said, "Can I say a few words?" or if that was the academy going up to people and saying, "Please speak on that." But yeah, it was a bit weird for me, I think.
Yeah, like I know what you mean. Like, don't get me wrong, I felt that it was touching when the lady, I forgot her name, but she said that Robert Redford referred to her as Babs when she was giving
Oh,
her
Barbara
speech.
Streisand.
Ah, yeah, that's her.
You do not forget Barbara Streisand's
But
name.
when, yeah, that one. But when she was there giving her speech, like that was touching. Like it was, Then again, when she then went from that to then bursting out into song, I find that kind of funny. But I mean, I think look, the thing is, right? You touched upon the jokes, right? All due respect to Conan O'Brien, right? There's got to be a better host, right? I'm not saying Conan O'Brien is not bad. He's not. He's okay, but I mean, look, I know Ricky Gervais said he's done, but is there any
Can you
cash
imagine?
left that they could maybe ruffle up to get him back? Or I know maybe you don't want to get Chris Rock back after the last what happened there, but God, will someone maybe give money to Dave Chappelle to get him to come on or something? I think with these Oscars shows, it's just difficult. I think if you compare it to something like a Grammys, right, or a hip hop awards or something, right, those shows are different because they're music centric. So you're going in there knowing that you're gonna get amazing performances that then tie in to the people winning, right? Here it's different where you're mainly tuning in for the speeches and to see the stars. And so,
Yeah.
but you have this long show and you're trying to then mix that in with, as you said, the quips, the jokes, and the presenting moments. Like, goodness gracious, like me, man. I will bow down at the altar that is Kevin Feige and the Marvel Universe. But that segment between Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans absolutely shit the bed. Like, it honestly shit the bed. Like,
Yes.
it felt so awkward. I was like, I don't know if they made it up or if they were given this joke, but I was like, wow, man. Like, this is just sad.
There are, yeah. I usually kind of enjoy the banter because it's like seeing these stars kind of acting, but trying to be themselves, and
Mm.
that's what they're really, really bad at.
Yeah.
They're really good at like portraying other people, but when it comes to like being themselves, but also acting as it, yeah, or doing like a funny bit or whatever, it rarely works. It rarely
Yeah.
works. But you have to do it, I guess.
Yeah, because I mean, the one for me that was actually the best one for me personally was when the four women came on, or five women, with Melissa McCarthy and the other
Oh yeah,
ladies.
the bridesmaids crew.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one I actually enjoyed. That was actually my favorite. That one actually worked really
Okay.
well, but it was I actually really enjoyed that one actually. But that was it, and it kind of just ended there for me. Like even when Conan's making the jokes to Leo DiCaprio and they're creating a new meme, it just it
I'd
didn't
say yeah, no.
it didn't work, man. And look, I'm gonna say this one more time, right? 'Cause I said it last year, and this is my last thought on the Oscars, right?
Go.
If there is a way for you to make this show shorter, and I know it's not easy, try to do it. But at the same time, though, one thing I do have to say is that even though my preference would be for these shows to be shorter and for maybe us to maybe make more than one show, especially when it's going to YouTube, no reason why you couldn't have part one and part two so we could be optional. But I will say that this one actually did feel better paced for me than some of the previous. And that I will say, especially because I couldn't believe I even watched the whole thing. I was very shocked, but it
Yeah,
wasn't
you
as
usually go to
badly
bed like
paced.
an hour in or something.
Exactly, but this one wasn't actually too badly paced. It wasn't. Last thing from me, Sean Penn. I mean, that was the highlight of the night, or one of them. You know, nothing like seeing somebody win who isn't there. But I thought that was hilarious. I thought that was absolutely hilarious. I know some people wanted Delroy to win.
Mm.
Um, I thought Penn's performance was better. And Delroy, I noticed he didn't clap once he heard Sean Penn's
Oh
name
no, I
being
didn't see that.
being said. But
Rip.
he did a great performance as well. But Sean Penn, salute to you, man. I mean, I hope you was enjoying a good drink at home or something during, while you were being given that award. But yeah, I mean, any final thoughts, or are we good to go home?
I think we're good to go home. Timmy, you're going to do it next year. Uh, yeah, good
That's
luck.
right. And until then, you have Kylie. So, I mean, could
He'll
be
do all right.
worse. Could be worse. I mean, clearly you're having a good time. So who needs a trophy when you've got other things to play with? But anyway, that will do it for us for our Oscars 2026 reaction and review. Once again, we are No Drama Just Movies. Like, comment, share, subscribe, most importantly, and let us know your thoughts on the Academy Awards this year and what you think your predictions could be for some of the people we just met, specifically Timothee Chalamet as the years go by. Once again, my name is Cameron Kelly Smith. I'm joined by my esteemed colleague here.
Phil Corwin.
Well, if you took that long in the actual acceptance speech, boy, they would have lowered your mic by now.
um,
Exactly.
Play me out.
Well, play me out is correct. Once again, we are No Drama Just Movies. Thank you for checking out this review and reaction from us, and we will see you very, very soon. Take care, guys.
Oh, one thing. We have reviews of some of the Oscar films, nominated films and stuff. So there's a playlist out there somewhere. So watch these if you haven't watched them yet. You know,
Watch them.
watch them.
Take care, guys. Take
Bye.
care.